Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. My beloved wife cheated on me and my daughter isn't mine. How can I move forward as well as shake angry feelings? This is gonna be a long one. My wife and I were married for 21 years. I figured it was one of those miracle marriages because we barely argued, seemed I always be the best of friends, etc. Well, our 15-year-old daughter received a 23andMe thing for her birthday from a friend. And of course, it said we weren't related. She had me do a swab as well as her mother and her 14-year-old brother. Only her brother and I seemed to be related. So I did a paternity test afterwards and lo and behold, she wasn't my fucking child. My ex-wife cried and pleaded for me to hear her out, but I just went numb to her. It would be one thing to cheat, but to find out the light of my life isn't even to related to me killed me. Don't get me wrong, I love my daughter with all of my heart. She's still my daughter no matter what. But what's scaring me most is my seemingly vindictive desires. I've never been like this, and I know it's out of anger, but I want her to suffer so bad. The kids absolutely hate her. Which on one end helps that desire, but I know that deep down, she is still their mother, and I don't really want them to hate her. Her parents and siblings all are mortified at her. Her sister hasn't spoken to her in a couple months. We all grew up together, so it hit hard for everyone. Again, this makes me feel great, which in turn scares me, because I don't actually want her life to go into shambles. But I can't help feel euphoric when I learn something in her life is falling apart. Both children are living with me, as they don't view their mother in a favorable light at all right now. I'm thinking about having the talk about them going to talk to her, because as of now, they refuse. The part that breaks my heart the most is that my daughter seems to be overcompensating her roles of a daughter. She makes sure to tell me how much she loves me, and is, in essence, being the perfect daughter. But I can tell it's because she knows that she isn't biologically mine, but she desperately wants me to know how much she values me. I'm actually going to talk to her tonight about that. To tell her that she doesn't have to act differently. I just really want to know how to shake the sadness and angry, vindictive feelings. I want to move forward as well as help my children move forward so they can worry about school and being teens. Please, any advice will help. TL, doctor, wife of 21 years cheated on me and my 15-year-old daughter isn't mine. I've been having sadistic/vindictive feelings towards her and I want to put those away as well as help my children move past it as well. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Having found out my dad isn't my biological dad, I cannot stress this enough, get therapy for you and the children. It really messes with your head. It sounds as though you are a loving and wonderful father. I don't necessarily think that anger is harmful as long as it doesn't push you to bad decisions. You should be angry. And that anger will get you through the early part. It will be replaced soon enough. And your children should be angry at her as well. They have grown up with a liar. They may or may not come to not hate her. My mother's infidelity in my teens has remained with me for 40 years now. I have no use for her and she can die alone when time comes. Sorry you have joined us in this club, but there are good and helpful people here. You're still carrying the water for your wife, stop that. Let the kids decide by themselves when they want to talk to their mother, it's their relationship. Please don't force your teenage kids to interact with their mother. As a child whose father forced him to see his mother, I hated them both for it. I understood why, but it didn't change how I felt. Just like you, your kids need time to process this. I've got nothing useful to say. You seem to be totally on top of what you need to do and how you need to behave. I'm sorry friend, her behavior is just appalling. If it were me it'd be visiting a divorce lawyer as soon as I could organize it. Get tested just in case, you never know. Update, beloved wife cheated on me and my daughter isn't mine. For some clarification, we did talk about it, and it was in the fair. I just didn't want to write that part out because it physically makes me shake with anger to talk about it. My daughter and I are both in therapy. I am taking the advice of my therapist and the many commenters on my last post, and am not going to force my kids to talk to their mother. They are old enough to understand the gravity of the situation and have their own feelings about it. Because of this, they will need to take their own time gathering up how they feel in dealing with it, with any help they need from me, of course. The pain my daughter is going through seems to have healed somewhat. I've gotten her to fully believe that my love for her will never change and that she will always be my daughter. Her pain seems not to be about our relationship anymore, but her newly found trust issues and trauma from the family being broken apart. She's also confided in me that she feels like it's all her fault, and that if she never brought the kid home, the family would still be together. I hugged her and let her know that none of this was her fault, and that she was only looking to do something fun with the family. She had no idea what would happen and that she should never blame herself. I've had one conversation with my SDBXW, in which she begged and pleaded with me to forgive her and that she would cherish me for the rest of her life. She said it was stupid, it meant nothing, and that she regrets it 100%. She also said that she believes our love can withstand it. I told her that if our love was that strong, she wouldn't have felt the need to find sexual comfort in someone else. She is currently staying with her parents. I've communicated with her sister, and apparently she's borderline suicidal. They are trying to get her help, but she refuses, as the only thing she wants to do is see me and the children. Because of this, I'm waiting to serve her the divorce papers. I don't want to add on any more things to destroy her mental health. I've brought up talking to her with my son and daughter, to which they adamantly refused. I am going to respect their wishes and give them their own time to cope. I have this nagging feeling that she does not actually care about how it made any of us feel, and that she only cares about the fact that she's about to lose her picture-perfect family and the comfortable life that we had, and that it's her fault. I have no desires to try to fix the relationship and move forward. That's all for now. TL, doctor, daughter and I are in therapy. Kids have no desire to talk to their mom. SDBXW is a wreck and refuses to get help. Here are some of the best comments from our community. I'm willing to believe she knew the daughter wasn't yours, but decided to take the secret to her grave. Not because it was a betrayal but because it told on her. Cheaters don't care that they cheated, only that they got caught. That's why they make all the promises after you find out what did. She doesn't regret screwing around. She doesn't even regret getting caught. She regrets that she didn't realize her husband had an actual spine. If she is suicidal, then she shouldn't have custody of the daughter, sounds like. Get ready for the fake suicide attempt after you serve her with divorce papers. You're right, she's only mad she's gonna lose her picture-perfect family. Love your kids and find someone who would never betray you like that. May God bless you in everything you do. I don't even know what to say. I can't even begin to express to you how much sympathy I have for you. Being a man that really wants kids, especially a daughter, I know your world is on fire. I hope you can get the help and support you need from your son and your daughter. She is yours, no matter what DNA says. As for your WS, they never think of the long-term effects of what they do. They think they are clever and will never get caught. It was a two-time thing and meant nothing. More you meant nothing, that's why she did it. Go forward and I hope you have the best life you could have ever had. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.